Hey everybody, Chief Meteorologist Brad Panovich here for SkiSoutheast.com. It's the big weekend. The ski summit is here. I wish I could be up there in Virginia as Mass Newton. I wish I could go up there. I wish I could be at the Nut. But unfortunately, guys, I had to work this weekend. We had somebody on our staff go down, so I had to step in. So not going to be there. I wish I was, but I got some good news for you. The weather's not horrible, but it's not ideal either. I'm going to be brutally honest. We're going to have some pretty nice weather for Friday and Saturday, a few sprinkles here and there. The rough day is going to be Sunday, I think. So we'll go through time. That's all rain, by the way, even on Saturday. But Sunday, Super Bowl Sunday, there's the moisture moving in. And again, I think the Sunday afternoon, probably the worst of it. So yeah, you're going to see rain in the forecast. Don't get too distraught because it's going to be really isolated scatter stuff. There's a lot of snow base out there, so we should be good to go. But here's the good news. After this weekend, we're going to see a pattern change. President's Day weekend is looking really up. We've got a big storm coming through on Monday, and on the back side of this system, we're going to see a little bit of northwest flow. So we're going to see cold temperatures and, yes, some natural snow. But that's not the only chance. Check this out. Middle of the week, Valentine's Day, a little sweetheart special here. Get a little Alberta Clipper type system. This moves down with another surge of moisture and another chance for northwest flow. But the nice thing about each one of these clippers, I'll show you another one heading our way right here. Fast moving system going into next weekend. Each one of these cools the temperatures down more and more and brings in cooler and cooler air, setting the stage for a much, much, much better setup going into next weekend for President's Day weekend. So let's talk about the snow totals. Nothing earth-shattering here. Just some fluffing up of some of the natural, maybe 1 to 4 inches for the most part through the middle of the week. And then next weekend we'll see. There are some signs. Next weekend could be really, really interesting. And I'll show you why. A couple things. One thing, the outlook as we go into next weekend. Below average temperatures here in the southeast. This is perfect. And it looks like the storm track is ideal. I love the storm track going into next weekend and later in the month. It is the best storm track we've seen all season. The only questions I have is how much cold air is in place. I think for the mountains it's going to be fine. I do think we're going to see some good snow in the mountains of the southeast. But if you're outside of the mountains, don't get too excited for snow. I know a lot of folks do. It's going to be in the mountains. Good news for the ski resorts. Maybe not so good for your house away from the mountains where you want to see some natural snow. But we'll keep an eye on it. Just trust me, the pattern, it looks pretty good late next week. So here's the forecast again. This weekend, yeah, not real cold, no natural snow. Things don't get kick-started until next week as we go towards Valentine's Day. And trust me, things are ramping up big time for President's Day weekend. If you have plans to ski that weekend, woo, you picked a good weekend. And I think the resorts are going to be very, very happy with what could be heading our way. And I have a sneaky suspicion what's heading our way for next weekend into the end of the month could extend our season much later than we think. Could be just what we need, a cold pattern and a stormy pattern that could get us going all the way into March, maybe through the end of March. Keep your fingers crossed. Thanks, snow, everybody. Have a good time at the ski summit. I wish I could be there. I'm hoping to get up to Snowshoe possibly in March, but couldn't make it this weekend. I had plans to be there. I did. Had rooms and everything. It just, unfortunately, work beckons, and here I am. I'll be thinking about you guys. Have fun. Throw a couple back for me, and have a great, great weekend.